Hello viewers, my name is Adam and this is Seeking Me Productions bringing you another trailer review. In this video we're looking at Dune Part 3. Timothée Chalamet might have a very challenging marketing campaign ahead of him due to the very shenanigans that he had leading up to his awards campaign at this past Oscars. Maybe that was a whole stunt to get us ready for Dune Part 3 because this role is definitely going to be changed quite a lot as Paul Atreides. Dune Part 3 will be adapting primarily the second book in the Dune book series, Dune Messiah. But from the looks of this trailer, I'm looking like they're taking some liberties by adapting what was left of Dune Part, the first Dune book, which was a smart decision because Dune Messiah, if you know the book anyway, is more of a true epilogue to Dune. So it's not necessarily a lot of the climax of that story, but more of a lot of the folly action. If they were to adapt Dune Messiah as is, it might not be too much of an entertaining theatrical film. Luckily, Denis Villeneuve, the change that he did when adapting the first two movies was that he held off on the jihad section of that book, which is a very long war. And so that's going, from what we're seeing here, definitely at least in the first half of this movie will be depicting that very long stretch of time. And the mere fact that this film, from the looks of it, they are going to be doing a decently sized time skip because as we see from the once the trailer starts off, Paul and Chani are getting ready to have children, which is the main focus of the third book of the series, The Children of Dune, Leto and Ghanima Atreides. We will see those two a little slight because, as we know from previous before this market campaign, we know that at least the teenage versions of those characters, one of them being notably Jason Momoa's child, who's playing the son. A little bit of nepotism and seeing that Jason Momoa is going to be coming back as his character. The reason why, if you know the books, you know, and you'll good indication is how his eyes look. We had before the trailer was released, we have a selection of character posters. Character posters normally are released much more close to the release of the actual film. So for them to have character posters now, it's a very intriguing push to start the process going, especially since Dune Part 3, it will be going up against Avengers Doomsday on the exact same day. So they do need to, if they want to maintain that release date, to kick their marketing to high gear. From what we've seen here, other new characters, the characters we only saw glimpses of in the last movie, like Anya, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, more of a grown-up version of Anya, mind you. I'm really interested to see how, if this movie is successful, we get to explore more of her character down the line in the following adaptation, because if they start beginning that process, she is definitely going to be needing it's going to be a much more challenging role for her. Robert Pattinson is a new character in this movie by the name of Scytale. Scytale, you know, the books, is a Talaxu face dancer. If you've watched Dune Prophecy, you know what a space dancer is capable of, or if you've seen some of the other past adaptations of Dune. We see a glimpse of that depicted actually in the poster for his character. It's nice to see that this adaptation is going to be exploring more of that fantastical elements that we know from Dune, but the more important fantastical element I'm hoping to see finally depicted in this adaptation are the Spacing Guild. Where are my drugged out fish people now? They're the whole reason why in the Dune universe space travel, interstellar travel is even possible. for them to be like hugely mutated human beings, these aquatic creatures. They're able to use a spice to navigate through space and time. But it's nice to know that's even that's one's change that is probably not noticeable too much for general audiences. It's the cinematography here. Now, Greg Fraser, he is not doing he's not the director of photography here. Is a cinematographer named Linus Sandgreen, who is mostly known for working with Damien Chazelle and more recently Emerald Fennell. We saw some of his work for Wuthering Heights in an adaptation, and one of the best things about, at least from what people can say about that adaptation, was how beautiful that movie looks. I didn't watch that movie, but I can see from the trailers, at least it looks nice. And from here, the compositions is pretty stellar work. He's going to have, like, if I can see, come next year, it's a good, decent fight within himself, this person's self, between Wuthering Heights and Dune. The Academy clearly has a choice, has a very difficult decision on their hand, because he's doing his best work at having his own feel with what Greg Fraser's had as a solid foundation, some of the best foundation actually, and making it his own with how he would depict. So it's a promising outlook to see how going forward, if Legendary Pictures continues their Dune adaptation, that they get promising talent to take over here, especially since Denis Villeneuve will be piecing out, going to directing the James Bond film very soon. Hans Zimmer really hope that he can continue his work as a composer here, but I can see some other good talent possibly taking over the music as well. Looking forward to it. It looks promising. Hopefully Timothée Chalamet is able to get his marketing campaign in order throughout this year, because Dune Messiah is definitely a very challenging book to adapt. Do not expect what some people are saying, the Return of the Jedi type of ordeal. No, this is more in line with if you're an anime fan, like Code Geass or Attack on Titan, and how Paul Atreides' character development is, if you know the main characters of those stories. So yeah, looks promising here. Dune, we've been covering Dune ever since this starts coming out. So if you're checking out on this channel, we'll be sure to give you more of our opinions on these continuing adaptation of Legendary Pictures' Dune. My name is Adam, and this has been a Seeking Me Productions. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let's talk Dune and all things related to that subject matter. And also on our social media outlets of Letterboxd, Threads, and Instagram. For all of the content we don't necessarily post on this channel. Again, my name is Adam, and this has been the Seeking Me Productions.